Negan's gonna kill you now.
I said he's going to kill you. And there's nothing I can do to stop that.
Hey! You hear me?
I ferried my people to freedom. What befalls me now matters not.
Oh, it matters, idiot!
Hey guys, Kiwi here. In this video, I'll be breaking down and analyzing the new sneak peek involving the Kingdom for Season 8 Episode 9 of The Walking Dead. With that being said, major warning of spoilers for everything in the show up to Episode 808, and let's jump right into this. Alright, so the sneak peek starts out with Gavin speaking to Ezekiel as we see saviors taking supplies to head back to the sanctuary with. It seems as though this sneak peek shows a more full version of the conversation that we constantly hear snippets of between Ezekiel and Gavin. I assume that Carol and Morgan are plotting their attack outside the wall as this happens or something, but we don't actually see them in this sneak peek. So, as the sneak peek just focuses on Ezekiel and Gavin, let's go over the dialogue between them and break it down. It starts with Gavin saying, "Negan's gonna kill you now." So Gavin actually says this once, and then we get that part from all the promo trailers where he leans in to talk to Ezekiel, and he says it again. Not only does he tell Ezekiel that Negan is going to kill him, but he also says that there's nothing that he can do to stop it. Ezekiel just kind of ignores him, causing Gavin to say, "Hey, can you hear me?" And Ezekiel finally responds saying, "I ferried my people to freedom, what befalls me now matters not." It seems like Gavin is just constantly throwing in Ezekiel's face that he's going to die, expecting to get a reaction out of him. However, Ezekiel just responds by saying how he's happy with the choices that he's made, so he doesn't care about what happens to him next.
I liked you, Ezekiel. You got it. You got that you couldn't do better than you had it. You accepted things for what they were, and you didn't get any big ideas in your head. And then Rick went and planted one right in there. Here we are. Kids, and you're gonna die.
I made a choice I could live with. Now it's your turn to do the same.
Gavin responds saying, "No, it matters, idiot. I liked you, Ezekiel. You got it. You got that you couldn't do better than you had it, you accepted things for what they were, and you didn't get any big ideas in your head." And then Rick went and planted one right in there, and here we are, and you're gonna die. Then finally the sneak peek ends with Ezekiel saying, "I made a choice I can live with, now it's your turn to do the same." So, is Ezekiel trying to guilt Gavin? Since Gavin states that he liked Ezekiel, does that mean that he possibly has a soft spot for him as well? I assume that Gavin will pull the classic "I'm Negan" line, since Gavin is probably still convinced that following Negan is the only way, but will Ezekiel be able to convince Gavin otherwise? Gavin literally says that Negan is going to kill Ezekiel and that there's nothing he can do about it, which is why he seems so disappointed by it all. So although Gavin thinks that there's nothing he can do, but will Ezekiel change his mind about that? Will Gavin have a change of heart? Could Gavin and Ezekiel see eye to eye enough for Ezekiel to actually convince Gavin to change his ways, or at least help out somehow and go easy on Ezekiel? I really want Gavin to redeem himself, and this seems like the first step in doing so. Could Gavin possibly just let Ezekiel go? I really hope that Gavin survives Carol and Morgan trying to save Ezekiel, because it would be very disappointing to have them kill off Gavin here when he has so much potential for seasons 9 and 10, at least in my opinion. Even though Gavin is an antagonist, I feel like he's just kinda brainwashed into believing that Negan's way is the only way, similar to how Dwight was brainwashed into believing that they will only succeed with Negan. And just like Dwight, I believe that Gavin will be able to see through Negan's ways and actually realize that there's a better way to go about everything, and maybe he'll actually end up helping Ezekiel and Rick. Who knows? I feel like Gavin is open to being reasoned with, especially considering that he did ask Rick if they could wait a moment and talk this out in the Season 8 premiere when Rick was at the sanctuary. I feel like Gavin could possibly work with Rick and Ezekiel in the future, but what do you guys think? Will they possibly continue to build up Gavin's character to be a proper leader of the sanctuary after All Out War is finished, or will they just kill him off? Feel free to leave any theories or opinions down in the comments below, but that's pretty much it for the video, guys. I'd appreciate a like on the video if you've enjoyed anything I've said today, or even subscribe for more Walking Dead Season 8 content in the near future. The Walking Dead is just about a week away, and they're releasing a bunch of sneak peeks and promos really trying to hype us up, and well, it's working. Are you guys hyped up for The Walking Dead returning? Because I am. I'm really excited with everything they've been showing, and although they might have showed a bit too much at parts, it's really gotten the hype to return, at least in my opinion. And if you'd like to take that extra step in helping support my videos, consider checking out my Patreon, where there's a bunch of different rewards involving the channel, such as a chance to directly influence the videos being produced. It isn't necessary by any means, but it could really help in the long run. And as always, I thank you all so much for watching, and until next time, I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out.